In Activity 11, Plant Defenses, students discover some of the ways in which plants protect themselves from plant-eating animals. Students first feel the tough exterior of an oak leaf, observe the sharp spines of a cactus, and taste the spicy juice of a jalapeno pepper. They then conclude that some plants have unusual characteristics that help them survive. You will need the following materials from the kit: Activity Sheet 11, Parts A and B, large paper cups, magnifiers, crayons, plastic trays, and toothpicks. You'll also need to provide a cactus with spines, animal crackers, tender leaves, tough leaves, a paring knife, jalapeno peppers, extra mild, paper towels, and drinking water. To prepare for the activity, make a copy of Activity Sheet 11, Parts A and B, for each student. Buy or borrow a spiny cactus and purchase 3 jalapeno peppers. Make sure to purchase a mild flavor variety of jalapeno, as students will be tasting them. Slice 2 of the jalapeno peppers down the center and discard the seeds. Then cut the peppers into small pieces and place 1 jalapeno slice on the end of each toothpick. Also, obtain some tender leaves from a plant and some leaves that have a tough exterior, for example, oak leaves. Place the leaves, cactus, and 1 whole jalapeno pepper on a demonstration table where all students can see them. Each student will need a magnifier, and each team of 4 will need a plastic tray lined with a paper towel and 4 slices of pepper on toothpicks. Make sure to have cups of water and animal crackers available for students to consume after tasting the peppers. To begin the activity, ask students, what does an animal do when it is in danger of being eaten? Students may suggest that it runs, hides, or fights. Then ask, what can a plant do when it is in danger of being eaten? Accept all reasonable answers. Then divide the class into teams of 4. Distribute a magnifier to each student and 2 leaves, an ordinary plant leaf and an oak leaf, to each team. Ask students to touch the leaves and compare them. Then ask, if you were an insect, which of these 2 leaves would you rather eat? Why? Students should compare the soft exterior of the ordinary plant leaf with the tough exterior of the oak leaf and conclude that the ordinary plant leaf would be easier to chew, swallow, and digest. Next, bring students' attention to the cactus. Explain that cacti grow in deserts and can store water so they can survive without a lot of rain. Ask students, what are these spines for? Students should realize that the spines keep animals from eating the plant. Next, hold up the whole jalapeno pepper and ask students if they know what it is. Make sure students put on their safety goggles before handling the peppers and instruct students not to touch the peppers with their hands for any reason. Warn them that the pepper juice could sting their eyes and to keep their safety goggles on at all times. Then, distribute the trays with the peppers, 4 cups of water, and some animal crackers to each team. Inform students that people use the peppers to add flavor to food. Invite students to pick up the pepper with the toothpick and lightly touch the slice of pepper to the tip of their tongue. Ask students to describe what they taste and feel in their tongues. They should respond that the pepper is hot and spicy. Ask students, what might happen to an animal who ate this pepper? Students may surmise that the animal would not like the burning sensation and would probably avoid eating that plant after that. Let students know that they have just examined 3 very different plants. Ask students, what do these plants all have in common? Students should understand that these plants have developed defenses to keep animals from eating them. Help students understand that defense is protection against something harmful. Then, distribute a copy of Activity Sheet 11, Part A, to each student. Review the pictures of the plants on the activity sheet with students and instruct them to complete the sheet. Finally, distribute a copy of Activity Sheet 11, Part B to each student and 2 boxes of crayons to each team of 4. Encourage students to imagine they are park rangers. The park they work in contains a plant that has some interesting defenses that make it very dangerous to people who encounter it. Instruct students to make a sign to post in the visitor center warning campers and hikers to stay away from this plant. Tell students to name their plant, draw a picture of it, and describe some things about this plant that make it unpleasant. How are each of these traits used as a defense? Encourage students to use their imaginations as they invent their plant species. To conclude the activity, Discard the leaves, paper cups, toothpicks, and slices of pepper. Rinse and dry the paring knife and plastic trays and return them along with the other materials to the kit. Have students wash their hands. For science background, reinforcement activities, curriculum connections, and information about the Delta Science Reader, please consult your DSM Teacher's Guide.